Okie dokie. So, rational numbers, talking about fractions here, really anything written as a fraction. We're going to start off with adding, subtracting them. This is that whole common and the non-common denominator thing. I know you love it. I know you do. Alrighty. Any number that can be written as a quotient of two integers, so definition here, rational numbers. In other words, anything that I can write as a fraction. Quotient, right, means division. The symbol is the letter Q, capital Q for rational numbers. Kind of like Q quotient, I think, is the idea there. So, example, 4/5. Example, the number 2, right? Because that can be written as 2 over 1, or 4 over 2, or 10 over 5, right? So there's the idea. Negative 36/23. How do you like that? Anything I can write as a fraction is rational. I know you learned this last year. You had all those like Venn diagram things. Yeah, I'm not doing that to you this year. Unless you really want it, let me know. I'll get those out and I can torture you with it, but it's up to you. Addition and subtraction with like denominators. Okay, so here's the thing. If you have the common denominators, all you do is add or subtract the numerator, just like they were integers, right? One positive, one negative, both negative, whatever, all those rules we learned. Leave the common denominator, so put it over top the common denominator. Simplify if you need to, don't forget that. I'm a big stickler on simplifying those things. I don't care if you leave it improper, but you really, really, really do have to simplify. So, for instance, if I have I need an actual, there we go, 2/5 plus, let's say 4/5. Common denominator, so bring the 5 over. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6/5. Now, that doesn't need to be reduced, so you can leave it like that. I don't care if it's improper. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Let me give you another example. Let's do negative 3/4 minus, let's say 1/4. Okay, so we know we're going to have fourths, right? So it's really negative 3 minus 1. Think of your add-op property. Negative 3 plus a negative 1 is negative 4/4, right? Which turns, oddly enough, into negative 1 when you reduce it. There, negative 1. Yeah, it's easier to see. Alrighty, those are a couple of examples for you. Now, as you well know, sometimes we get unlike denominators. So rewrite, so the rules are rewrite the fractions using common denominators. That's really the first thing you should do. Add or subtract just the like fractions. Simplify if necessary. Give you a good example here. Negative 1/2 minus 2/3 don't have a common denominator, right? Smallest number, you can pick any common denominator. It doesn't matter. I mean, these two both go into 30, right, if you want to do that. But you guys know that the least common denominator is 6 here. So I'm going to rewrite it, 6/6. And let me go through this kind of slow for you. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 1 is 3, and that was a negative, so I'm going to leave it negative. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Put back the minus sign. So, do you catch that? Let me go through it one more time for you. Again, 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 1 is 3. 6 goes into 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. So negative. So we have common denominator, right, of 6, and now we have negative 3 minus 4. So we can use that add-op property if you like. So negative 3 plus a negative 4, same sign, so we add them. So negative 7/6. That cannot be reduced. You can leave it improper as far as I'm concerned. It's algebra. It's pretty useful that way. So negative 7/6.